Hi everyone, it's Gwethon from Gwethon's Games and I am running the Heroic+2 Champion and I am doing it in Mordor Besieged. So I'm going to try...
Listen to me, for this is urgent. King Isildur plans to return to Dingarth in order to inspect the defense.
Okay. So I have a couple of things that I would like to do, but among them, I'll actually just pick up some odd things, but what I'm actually wanting to do is I actually want to get a quest that gets me out the doors so that I can test some of the characters. Basically test the Heroic+2 character in Mordor Besieged. I have a couple of other things. I will actually just wander around and pick up some extra things, but as soon as I get a quest that takes me out, I will pick that up and I will run with it. I'm a little bit concerned that I might be a little bit under-leveled to actually be doing this area. So I've got some other things to take off. Soldier here or something to pick up. Yep, a resting soldier too. Okay, let's head out. Let's see, there's another quest that I can pick up. That's good.
Listen well to my orders.
Sport food. Oh, that's another one that's inside. It might take me a little bit of time to actually get this, to get myself outside the doors. Which is fine. I don't really mind. As I said, if I can get to level 123, then that would be good. But what I'll do is at this point in time, I'll actually show you the character that I'm running. So I'm still running exactly the same character as was in the last video, but I'll put out the traceries that I've got and I will bring up the build that I'm running. I'm running Blueline with a whole lot of yellow. So as you can see, I made the change. I made a change on this one. I pushed a whole lot more into the blue line and took back a little bit of the yellow line, purely and simply because I wanted to push into Mordor Besieged, so I took out the champion's advantage, which is going to slow me down a little bit. Okay, let's see what Kellyanne wants me to do.
Without end.
Bury the bodies of slain warriors, and I think that is a quest that's out the door, which means that's what I'm taking as my priority. For those that don't know, if you wanted to go back to the third age, you would use one of those. But let's have some fun. There's going to be some bodies out here that need burying. There's going to be some critters that need to be attacked. Ooh, a whole heap of them. Yeah, that's not going to help. Let's go. Let's practice a bit. Okay, so level 21 critters, solitary, should be okay. Should be okay, at least to start off with. Let's go and see if we can find some bodies to bury. Yep, should start from about here. Slain warrior, yep. I don't think that's going to, the stone claw is going to attack me, but let's just add a warg. Okay, so warg's a nice test. Okay, my keyboard did not work there for a second. Ah, that's because I was in there. Ha! That's not going to help. Giving the creatures an unfair advantage. Okay, so that's going to make it more interesting, which is what I was expecting Mordor Besieged to do. So we have more critters somewhere around, more bodies. Now I will be able to just at least temporarily slide up this one and slide that over to probably there. So at least I can get my boots, faster boots going. I do like picking up the deposits. Okay, we've got another body over here. So what's this one got as wood planks and state? Yeah, okay, so that's the main storyline, which was inside, but I definitely wanted to do some testing of the attacks. Definitely going to have to do some good wound removal with wargs. That's fair enough. Okay, yep. So I was worried for a little while that I was going to need to upgrade my armor, but it does not look like I'm actually going to need to. I don't want to try two at a time first, and not at this point. A lot of wargs. I'm going to keep my food up as much as possible. There's another corpse. Okay. So as an initial run out and checking to see what's necessary, the character does seem to be able to hold its own. Don't know whether I really want to change over to yellow line. Well, so change over to the higher amount of yellow line in the build. I might try that. I think this is an elite. Yeah, I'll give that a go just for the experience. Just see what chance there are against that. Bit of stun needed. Okay, so it's not. Whoa, get that back. Okay, so yeah, still on top of the creatures, but definitely harder. Definitely harder. One level up, so they've got that extra boost from level 121. They've got that extra little bit of heat, little bit of morale, extra damage, and the gear that I'm currently using is all level 121 gear. All level 121 gear. There's another slain warrior. Okay, now I've got pointers to the majority of them. Okay. So I can get away with having my two utilities, the extra speed and the mounting on the basic taskbar, because I don't actually need them at this point, but might just try, because I like to know if I change this over to the more yellow line version. Like to get that. Okay, this is the old build that I was running previously, which had the extra mitigation. I was able to get through the mitigations a smaller number of times, or 20% of the time I think it was. Just bring that back up again. So it actually pushed further in, and there's a 20% chance that you bypass 15% of the enemy's mitts. Now, because I'm running Heroic+2, I thought that would be a really nice thing to do, to have. So let's see. And it also has the advantage of I haven't given up the unbreakable with this particular build, but we might see how we go after I've picked up I might go off against one of these with the slightly different build and see how we go. Thank you for the stun. Okay, not doing too bad. I should be getting slightly more heals on this because I've got increased mitts. So it looks like I'm definitely going to, yeah, my defense is definitely a little bit weaker, but it's fairly close. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, let's, yeah, of course I would have to do that, wouldn't I? Would have to pull the second one. That's the way the world works. This is designed more for the for the two opponents. I haven't gone fully into the yellow line with this. Oh yeah, okay, definitely need more of that. So I need the more defensive version. Although this was two elites, the more defensive version would have given me more. Okay, so we'll go back to the old. Go back to where we were with the extra 15% critical damage if I get 15% damage output if I get hit with a critical hit, the extra 10% parry chance if I get hit with a critical hit, which happens frequently enough, and the extra 50%, so I get 50% max morale recovery on die need. So we'll keep going with that one instead, because that's definitely a nice advantage. But as I said, I'm just testing this out, just seeing what is working and what is not. But after I've done that, I will do 2 more of these. Where are we? Somewhere around here. There's another slain warrior there. But that was 2 elites. Come on, I shouldn't complain. That was a Heroic+2 character taking on 2 elites, 1 level below the character. So they were 2 level 121 elites. And I'm talking about that as if that's I'm just taking too much damage on that, which from a personal perspective that's what I thought, but in reality, yeah, 2 elites. There's 2 elites. So I'll try this with the new build. Didn't bring the other one. Okay, but you can see I'm taking less damage as it is. I'm not even pulling the extra. Okay, I'll pull one of those. I'll pull the second one, just one of the lesser. Okay, let's go for. Yeah, I'm taking some big damage, but I'm pulling it back relatively easily. Didn't get the second one there, but I can you can tell the difference. It was just an easier fight. Took a bit longer, but it was definitely an easier fight. So I will stick with that. Well, actually, I'm near the other stable points at this point. And the other build that I could run with has the swinging blade built in, swift blade I should say, built in with the in here, which takes away from all of these up the top of here, and just doesn't have.
I have orders for you, soldier.
Yeah, okay, so let's take this milestone and replace one of the others. Joining house will do. This character has 3 milestones. And what's, yeah, fallen soldiers.
In your tasks.
Defeat elf whites, fallen soldier whites. Okay, so, and scout path Daenath. Okay, and there's some more quests further up. Yeah, that's right. Now, okay, so that is removed. So I'll actually get rid of the ones from the Vale of Anduin. I'll remove those fully at some point, but
Listen well, soldier. Listen well, soldier.
okay, so we have some fairly significant fighting quests now, which is good. But I've done the majority of what I wanted to test, and I'll head back to Dingarth, and I'll look at progressing the epic instead. That's an old one, that one. Okay, Black Book of Mordor, but let's keep going. So I won't do any more fighting at this point. I'll pick up some of the, just finish some of the quests here. I'll see what level I can get to from doing this. If people just want to see the fighting, then they're very welcome to move on to the next video when that's released, but I just want to make sure, just want to see if I can get myself to level 123. And while I don't think I need to actually increase my armor, all my gear came from was collected. It's all account bound gear, and it's from the Morgul Reclaimers gear and more Morgul Reclaimers, and this comes from the Court of Saragost. The Court of Saragost ones, the actual item levels are a bit lower, but it did give me 20 light of Elendil just in case I needed it. Actually 22 there and 12 there, 34. These are the 2 Morgul Reclaimers, and these 4 all came from Traveller's Chests. So it's always good to have something in store for when a character goes between level 20 and level 21. So that's what I did with those. But I was a little bit worried that I'd have to think about level 123 gear. But it doesn't look like I'm actually going to need it, which is really good. I mean, I have higher level characters, that heavy armored characters that could run the instances to pick up better gear, but I'd rather not. I mean, I could. Every level I could get new account gear, and to be honest, some of this gear is not as good as others. So while this one has might, vitality, finesse, and critical, which is what I really want, that's only finesse, that's only crit, that's outgoing healing rate and physical mastery, so they're a bit all over the place. That's good, that's crit and finesse, but it's yeah, that actually came from the six man dungeons in the Morgul set. So it came from the Halls of Black Law and the Houses of Lamentation. Those 2 are the ones that drop the purple level 121 gear, but you have to run it at level 121 for level 121 gear, purple gear to drop, but you have to run the 6-player version of it, which is a bit problematic for a lot of circumstances. There is also the option of running the Chamber of Secrets, which you can't really run as a the 2-player version of it with a Heroic+2 character, because the 2-player version or the 1-player version runs everything at Heroic+2. So you have, among other things, every creature in there is set to Heroic+2 if you're not running a 3-player or higher instance. Okay, so yep, where am I? Yep, should have all of those. Got a wounded soldier to hand in and some spoilt provisions. And I have some fortifications to repair. But other than that, I have some things to hand in, and we'll see if we can get me to level 123. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm going to get there, just not enough. Not enough from these to get myself to 123. Oh well, we'll get there in the next video. I'll still get through. There's another one. Get everything out of here so that I don't have any confusion. But I'll be doing far more fighting in the next set of videos. Now at least I've got some idea of where things stand, where the character stands in battle. It gives me a better idea of how to plan what I'm doing.
Look upon the battlefield. We shall soon be
Sulok meat, so that's the ones that I was doing before. That's good. And I have one more fortification to repair, which should be just out here somewhere. Yep. Talk to Ontamo at Dingarth, and that should be this area done.
You improved the defense.
Defeat orcs south of Dingarth. That's a nice vector. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you for watching, and I will okay. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. I will be heading out and doing a bit more battles in the next video, but they will be essentially on level, and I will have to start worrying about the Eye of Sauron again. Okay, which is great because I've got still kept the Feral Strikes, which removes corruption off other targets, but it will add a complication. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye all.